Hello, Divine Sunshiners. This is Divine Sunshine coming to you with your Wednesday Divine Masculine reading. Just a channel message or just to kind of see what's the finger on the pulse that's going on with the Divine Masculine. Before I get started, I want to also tell you about, remember that I told you that I was going to have a 5-week workshop. I already have it up on Eventbrite. The name of the workshop is called To Lead is to Be Divine. It's going to be $44 for 5 weeks. So it's like you got the first 1 week is for free. And then I also have a a la carte, which you can get each one of the sessions for $11. Just to kind of tell you what I will be covering. Make sure I got that. What I will be covering is the following. So I got that. That's that one, Twin Flame. The session will take place at 11 o'clock to 12:30. It's just going to be an hour session. Oh, that's something else she had there. I'm trying to get to where I got my listing of things. Okay, so now it starts on July 6th. The first session will be called Follow the Leader, where you learn how to become a leader in your own life. You must remember again that in order for us to be divine, or remember whoever is watching the video here is usually the leader and you are the driving force for the twin flame journey. So I am covering skills and helping you to know what it is to be a leader. It's really a two-part part. So the first one is on July 6th. The second one will be on July 13th, which is how do I exercise my leadership, where I will be heavily doing more so of channeled messages through the cards, intuitive. And so if you're a part of the workshop, I'll be working on as many people as I can, doing that to see specifically what you need in order to be able to be a leader. Next one will be July 20th, is Because I'm Happy, where I give you more tools about how to stay happy, because you know if you stay in high vibration, that will help you also to help drive in and pull in your divine masculine, your divine feminine, your counterpart. So we're going to learn to do that. On July 27th, it's called Make That Change, which we're going to talk about the principles of prosperity and an abundance, and how that helps you also. That, remember I told you money is almost like also an exchange and form of love. And so when your money is funny, that means your honey is funny. That means how you're loving is a little funny as well. So we're going to talk about that too as well on July 27th. And then also the last one will be August the 3rd, which is Bring Me a High Love, which is really learning how to love yourself, how to draw in the love or the soul mate or the twin flame or whoever mate, because we all know we're on different walks of life as well. So each session will consist of me giving you some keys, lecturing first. Next we'll have a discussion, and then the last we'll wrap up by Q&A, where I'll go to the cards, and then I will ask and reference those of you all that's on the webinar, because it will be done online. It's going to be in webinar form, format. And those of you all that have questions that would like me to individually kind of touch upon as far as time will allow, you will get some reading, some kind of way I'll draw cards, and you'll get a reading with that. I'm just like Jupiter 1111. In order for you to let the universe know that you're serious, you got to start investing in yourself and start really like doing some things to let us know, like, no, I'm serious. I'm going to go learn how to have a high love. I'm going to learn how to be happy. I'm going to learn how to make that change. I'm going to learn how to be the leader. So again, this is taking place from July 6th all the way until August the 3rd. Again, it's just a Saturday. It's just an hour and a half of your time. Hit it and quit it. That's it. I will be having also PowerPoint kind of like presentation, just really leading, and then we'll go into some talk and discussion. So I'm very excited about this venture that I'm going on. This is something I've been wanting to do for a long time. And I'd say actually because, again, in my Dharma, I'm an educator and a warrior. And so I'm going on with my purpose, which is to help to educate us to live a much better, prosperous, and whole life as well. Okay, so let me get into the energy. So I just wanted to plug that for you all. Again, please sign up again for that workshop. It's $44 for 5 weeks. 1 week is for free, or you can do a la carte, which is 11. So whichever one that appeals to you. I'll put it back on the community again, and then I also will put on there especially what each one of the classes workshop is about. So please, so far I've got some people signed up, so please take advantage of that. Okay, so now let's look at starting off. Let's see what's happening with the Divine Masculine, because I'm seeing a lot. Everybody hit at the same time. Clear about the Divine Masculine. I like 5 cards, please. I think I did see one, but it went right back in. Maybe one more. That might be, but it's not in the order I asked for it. Thank you. Okay. So, I think last time we had talked about this one. Okay, so the Divine Masculine here right now, we have toil and labor, house, family room, change, and a message. Okay, so as I look at all of these here, I see it's saying to lay it all out so we can have, hold on a second, what is this? Okay, so what's happening as far as in the heart and the mind, according to what's this story that you didn't let here? Heart, and what's happening with the mind. Okay, and then what is he hiding? Clear. Okay, I'll go back to clear. Okay, and heart and mind. And then the clarifiers. Clear. Okay, and since we're doing that, let's put you in the middle. This is what you got to hide. Put you in the center. Clear, so we can get this kind of rolling. And what does this Divine Masculine want to say to this, to the feminine? It doesn't matter. You don't have to be so many. Okay, you got a lot to say, don't you? Okay, hold on. Okay, here, you got a lot to say, and I'm going to honor that. Okay, so here we go. So now, we have here the current situation that's going on for the Divine Masculine is this. Toil and labor. So right now, he's feeling like he's got to really, really work. He's working, to me, seems like I almost want to say behind the scenes, trying to get things together, prepared. He's working on a little bit of light, which to me, looking at this card, means he's working on just a little bit of enlightenment or knowledge about this situation. But also he might be getting things working behind the scenes in secret too as well. But it's taking a lot of work to do it. You got this cat again. I told you when I see that cat, learning how to make the best out of a messed up situation, how to land and still be on his feet. I see that cat every time when I see cat. That's what it represents for me. He's trying to get the wheels, I want to say the wheels of justice turning. Okay, that came to me. To really get turning about this whole situation. So he's kind of like really, like I say, working behind the scenes, making sure everything is in order to get this machine running. Now, if something is involved with this Divine Masculine, maybe he has a home or a house with this, with a person or personas. This home is a real center of focus about that. Something's happening behind the scenes, because every time when I see this card, I see this ominous, this dark cloud are hanging over this house. It's like it's not really sunshiny. Maybe things in the home is not really going the way that it thought. It looks beautiful on the outside. It's like I was coming from with my mom dealing with business for my dad, and we was passing by some of the beautiful homes in Beverly, because I live in Chicago, and I said, "Ooh, that's nice." They always say you don't never know what's happening behind the closed doors, but I'm seeing lightning striking. Something is very intensifying right now in this home life situation. There's a secret. You got the family room, and to me, when I see the family room, it's something very closed off. There's a secret going on. They're trying to keep whatever's happening is supposed to be happening behind closed doors. It's just real beyond those four walls. The next card we have here is change. So some things are really changing. I'm seeing packing up. So maybe this divine masculine is saying, you know what, it's a group of them that's saying, I'm getting ready to pack up, to leave out of here, because I see this man here with a suitcase. So many of them is like, you know what, I'm hightailing on out of here. It's time. It's checkout time. I feel it. And it's time for me to get on out of here. So I'm packing up my things and I'm getting ready to go. He's got this message. Now, this message could be from the divine, but I see every time when I see the seal on here, it looks like a heart. So he's got a message from the heart. So maybe his heart chakra is opened up, and he's felt this message that's being communicated to his heart to say, you know what, I've got to make this move. I'm ready to kind of follow where my heart is taking me, because spiritually I've gotten this message in my heart. Okay. Or also he feels like if he's just with a person, he feels like in some kind of way he wants to either write this, like what they say, the famous Dear John letter, to kind of get it out the way and say, I'm ending things, I'm leaving, it's over with. Or he wants to give this love letter to his divine feminine, letting her know through the spirit, I'm getting ready to make some changes and some moves. So maybe divine feminines, you have maybe kind of felt some things happening behind the scenes and saying, oh yeah, something's going on. Now in his heart space right here, this divine masculine is saying he's got separation in reverse. Now this is separation is also clarified by cleaning up. What it says to me is that I want to separate, however it's just not quite time yet, because I've got to, number one, you got to stag here, which means I got to stand in my power, and I got to clean some things up. Now I'm seeing with this broom is in the air, so that lets me know that he's got to clean the air literally around him, get all that pollution. Now pollution, I always think about my friend Sean, who's also was Esoterica, Esoterica, always said that karma is like pollution in the air. When I look at this look like pollution. So he's got to get rid of some of these karmic things that's going on as well. This to me, when I look at here, although he feels like he won't separate, but this karmic is still holding on to him. He feels again, to me, this time he's holding on to his heart. His heart to me represents about this message that he's gotten from the feminine or the spirit to say, you got to go with your heart, it's time. And he looked like he's saying, yeah, but my heart, I can't stay. So I got like 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay. Thank you, Archangel Michael, for your protection. Okay. So now 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Okay. You got here, something's covering up the windows, which is far as with the heart chakra. Now this to me is green, which represents the heart chakra, but he's got to open up and kind of lets to me that heart chakra open up so it can let this divine light or the spirit really through. So it's a little kind of blockage right there, for that to kind of happen. This is what I'm seeing being represented to the window, to the soul, or to the spirit. Open it up and kind of really opening up that heart chakra to get things going. But he has support, divine support, that's helping him as well as he's trying to run this race and clean up some things. Also with the divine masculine in his heart space, he knows this is unrequited love. There's not enough attraction or chemistry to keep this relationship going. He knows at this time that it's just not enough, I look at this, to me, even though he knows that, but he seems like to me he's putting on the act. These look like to me, although they might be angels, but some kind of way when I'm looking at this intuitively, it looks like to me it's like friends and family, like her good girlfriend is in her ear, talk about child, yada yada yada. He got him and his boys on the side. They trying to say that, and he's like, I'm just putting on. I don't know. This looks very Shakespearean to me, acting as like I'm putting on this front just for the show for the people, but my heart is not in it at all. This is represented because he wants a new life. Emotionally, this is the feminine. He wants a new life. He sees the divine feminine is creating a new life. She's got that, I'm coming. I want the world to know. I got to let it show. So, okay, so she's coming. She's saying, she's telling the world, I'm coming out. You know, rather you with me or not, divine master. This is what I'm doing. He sees that she's putting herself on a pedestal. He's putting her up on a pedestal. Put her, love lift us up where we belong. So this is what he's feeling as well. He also has the exchanging of gifts. Right now, he feels that this feminineness in his life is really doing a dance, and she's still masking things. She's not being very truthful to things. But at the same time, when I see this cat, to me, it's just like, you know what? I'm just going to keep on. I'm like a cat. I land wherever you throw me. I'm going to be flexible right where I'm at. This is what I pick up here. I'm also picking up intuitively a part of him is why he's staying there is because she's got a little bit something else to offer him as well. And so that's why he's like, she still got something to give me. See, you know, it's still like a gift in the present. It's still something material, let's put it that way. That why I'm like, okay, I can stand here and grin and bear it, although in front of these friends. However, he knows not enough required because right now he's releasing a lot of his divine masculine power, which to me means he's analyzed, he sat there and think, he didn't add it up. Some just don't add up here, staying here. And that's why I'm like, when I keep on thinking about it, no matter how I throw it, no matter how I land as a cat, it's still saying that it's unrequited love. This is what I'm thinking. And I'm ready to really release the true divine masculine that I am. And in order for me to do that, I've got to release this situation. Okay? In his mind space, we have engagement. Okay? Engagement. Your love life is ascending to a higher level of commitment. And he feels that. That's why he got the message from the spirit as well. So this is really how he wants to do. Again, when I see this card, it's always like divine feminine is like, I'm here, but I'm still thinking. To me, she's looking like, I'm holding your hand. I'm just so sorry that I did what I did. I can't believe it. I know I hurt your heart. I'm just going to sit here, hold your hand. I don't really know what to exactly say. And she's sitting there and she's like, yeah, I know you don't, but I'm just letting you know you hurt me. You just hurt me. And so he's just like, yeah, I know, you know, if I could take it back, I would. Some things I don't know what to do, but right now I'm here. So this is kind of the feeling that I have, and he knows that it's ascending to higher. You know, he's like, well, at least she's here. He's saying in his mind, at least she's here. Being engaging with the divine feminine helps him feel like a breath of fresh air. It's like coming home. He can breathe. He can exhale. And it's just like a breath of fresh air, okay, that's being brought in by having this here, this engagement, being able to engage. It's like this is new because me dealing with this other one in my life, you just don't know, okay? So that's different. Now, the things that he is trying to hide behind the scenes, we got two cards, which is envious gluttony and the temple of my body. Okay, so these are the two things that this divine masculine is hiding in the dark shadows, and he needs to kind of deal with. Let's do number 2, and I hope I can read because I did not bring my glasses down. So I'm going to have to hold this way far away from me. Okay, all right, then here we go. 2. Vision C, a succubus-like creature with claws resembling nails, holds a very thin silver chain, and the pendant on it appears like a crimson tear of blood. Okay, so this might be where he feels right this situation is like it just got a hold on him. My body, I'm sorry, this one. Sorry. My body is the temple of my soul. It has no secrets to me. This card is about the darkness in the body. Culture can make us take distance from what is our corporality. So many religions and customs, for instance, demonize sex in many different ways, lacing it with guilt, as an assassin could lace food with poison. On the other side, we are collaborators in cheapening our body, hiding it, shaming it. So, to me, what's deep into this here is, in some ways, this divine masculine might be in it for the sex or something kind of way that's drawing him, that's very like might have a sexual addiction, something maybe happened very dark to him as a child, maybe some sexual abuse, and they're not taking value in their body. And this is another reason why they are staying in this situation, although they know in their mind is telling them that they should not be in this. But they have not gotten to the point of understanding that their temple, their body is their temple. And so they're kind of really letting things like any kind of abuse, to me, whether it's physical, sexual, while they're in this, mental, your bodies, your emotional body, your spiritual body, those kind of things, your physical body. Those things are really, he's not protecting that, and he's just letting anything fall prey to anything. And that's what's led him to be in this situation with this person. Okay, let's look at gluttony. Right, our body is, once he gets to the point, to me, if he's hiding that, but once he can get a hold on it to understand his body and the way he's being treated in this situation, and he really knows the value of himself, then that will help him to propel him out of that situation. Okay, let's look at number 9. A man has rotting, sickly skin and yellow eyes. He dresses in tatters and sticky blood runs down the chin. He has clawed feet and crown, skeleton, alligator jaw. Okay, let me that. There is hunger sleeping just under the surface, like an animal lurking. This card is not just dark, it is unpleasant, sickly, disgusting. The difference in the how we feel in front of a vampire and opposed in front of writhing bugs is not a existential darkness that we can paint of romance, drums, and subtle anguish. It is my prime reeking, rotting stench. It feels like there is darkness in the black landscape. The key is we don't want to recognize the depth of the envy and the anger. We cast it out of ourselves, and now it's truly a parasitic monster, impossible to accept as something that came out of ourselves. So this person here has a darkness with it, in which they know they got to kind of get rid of. And then also not treating their body right in some ways, and this keeps on perpetuating this darkness that's going on with this divine masculine. It's like in some ways he felt it's for a long period of time he's kind of fed off of this darkness that's going on. It's like it's been a way of life for him, but he's working his way, what he's hiding, but he knows it's something kind of dark about him. I want to say sinister maybe for some of it. It's this darkness that he's got to kind of get rid of that's inside of him as well. And I want to say, when I look at this, it's funny that this card is facing this one, this whatever this body and this, what they say, succubus here. To me, she looks like she's feeding off of that darkness, and what she's feeding into that darkness is helping to propel what's going on with him. See, like that together. So it's like it looks like to me like she said, come to me, bring that darkness out. And that's what's kind of feeding him. But at the same time, this divine masculine knows something's not right. It's like, yes, you might be calling to that, but at the same time, I'm getting a message from spirit. And that again, light overpowers darkness. And it's like so far, it's so much that can be overpowered and overtaking about what's going on with that. And so he's hitting that from everybody else. Like I say, he just kind of going with the flow. He tried to hide that from everybody else. But in some ways, this person, whoever he's with, is really preying off of that darkness and manipulating it and working with that to work in their favor, by being in this situation. Okay. Let's see, maybe I could ask about in this one. Let's see. Very quick, I see what he wants to say. Clear. What's the next energy move it is for them? Oh. What's the next? Okay, so with this divine masculine, he's moving into the energy of the main female, which for me is the divine feminine. He see that she's got some beauty to offer him. He wants the courtship, that's the energy in which he's moving into with the divine feminine. Dedication, to me, when I see this means somebody type of separation and divorce is coming up. And then he wants the community card. To me, when I see that seems to me is also another word, like he wants the family. He wants the happy family situation, the mom, the dad, and the kid. Or also he wants to go ahead and also join the twin flame community and become a part of that as well. Okay. Before we go into that, what is it that he wants to ask and it shall be given? Clear. What is this divine masculine? What are they saying? I now hold the key to creating my every desire. So he knows right now that he holds the key. It is not possible to consistently feel positive emotions about something and have it turn out badly. For the way you feel will tell you if you are allowing your natural well-being or not. Once you understand that the way you feel indicates your level of allowing or resisting, you now hold the key to creating anything you desire. So right now, this divine masculine, your thing is that if you are the divine masculine watching this, you need to make sure that you uphold and have the highest form of energy, of love, positivity. When you think about this going into the direction of going to your divine feminine, you hold the key. You're getting it now. You have to manifest. You got to let this darkness that's within go. Shine your light into that. Understand that your body is your temple. Hold it to the utmost, to a more higher form than you had, no matter what had happened to you in the past, the abuse, how you use sexual addiction, whatever it is that you had did in the past, to kind of deal with who you are and saying you body shaming, or at the point saying I deserve to be treated like this because of what happened to me as a child. My divine feminine doesn't belong with me because I'm feeling like you say I'm no good for her. I got this darkness going on in me. There's no way I can let go. And you see now you hold the keys that can help you to get out of this situation. Okay, and so just watch your thoughts, keep positive. Keep higher forms of thought patterns going on here, because now you see again that in the lower that you are in your vibration, the more you attract those negative things happening to you. Last thing, what you want to say to the divine feminine. This divine masculine wants to say, get to know each other. Learning to meet another's needs for love is important for a relationship to grow. You're saying this to the divine feminine to let her know that, you know what, work on wholeness. This is what I'm picking up. Work on learning to know yourself, and in turn that would help me to understand myself as well as the divine masculine, especially when you talk about this darkness, so we can get rid of that's going on. The only thing that is real is love. Shift your focus from the problem back to love. That to me could go twofold for the divine masculine. I'll go back to this: get to know yourself again, balance yourself out with the masculine and the feminine side of your polar, positive and negative, to get those things together to help you get you out of this situation. The only thing that is real is love. Focus on the love. That goes back to the high heart again. Keep your energy high. That help you to get out of that. This also goes to the divine feminine. Remember, you take the lead, so this is the way you can help your divine masculineness in this situation. Again, think about love, think about what's real, forgiving about what the divine masculine did. Just think about the love that you have, the unconditional love for him. Receive with love and appreciation. Receiving something lovely from others is a way of showing love. Learn how to have gratitude for like even the smallest little things that's in life. Also from the divine masculine, when he gives that to you, divine feminine, because I know we cross watching too to see what's going on with him. Learn how to receive that. Don't shun it and say, oh, forget it, oh, that's all you got for me. Be open and receptive to that. Even in the world, you know, because again, the universe is looking at everything that you do to see, okay, can that transfer over into the relationship with your divine counterpart. Same thing for you, divine masculine. Just learn how to love and appreciate where you are, and to receive love from wherever you are. Okay, next one we have forgiveness. Nothing can be gained by holding on to past disappointments. Right, forgiveness on you, divine masculine. We're talking about you. This going both ways, I see. So I'll change that up. Especially when you talk about your body shaming, about what happened to your body, the abuse, the sexual addiction. Forgive yourself. You know, do the Ho'oponopono prayer. I apologize. Please forgive me. I thank you. I love you. You know, say that in the mirror. Do a mirror exercise. Do that all the time to help you forgive. The same thing, divine feminines, to help out the divine masculine. Same thing, you do the Ho'oponopono prayer. Again, say, I apologize. Please forgive me. You know, I thank you. I love you. Those things to the divine masculine as well. You shoot that to them. You are limitless. Recognize the truth. You can do anything you choose to do. And that's the same thing like you're saying to the divine masculine to you. Remember that you're limitless. You can. This situation that you're experiencing in this karmic situation with this karmic person, remember that there are no boundaries. I think about that card that's in the love romance angels that has the unicorn in a fence all around it, and he really can fly at any time to get out of it. It's just illusion. It's in your mind. That's why you have that action shall be given. And remember that you have the keys to create your world. Okay, and divine feminine, same thing. Remember, keep on telling yourself, I am limitless. That's going to transfer over to divine masculine as well. Okay, and back to what you love. Your current situation is giving you an opportunity to reevaluate what you want, and that is true. So look at the situation that you're in, divine masculine, seeing, you know what, I think about when my divine masculine got into the karmic situation, and the reader has said right off the bat, so okay, I know why he got into that, because he needs to understand and learn the difference between what he wants in a relationship and what he doesn't want. That's the same thing for why you're in this kind of type of relationship, divine masculine, because it's going to help you to understand what things you want in love or in a partnership, and what things you don't want in a partnership. So look at it and take it from that. No, I don't want this. I don't want anything that, you know, that's got a hold on me sexually, that, you know, this person is holding the ooh-nah over me all the time, like, you know, they dangling from me. Don't you want it? Don't you want it? And we don't have no kind of basis of a relationship behind that. All this is basing off of just me having sex with this person, you know. that's not really you know, a relationship. It's got to be everything else. You got to be my best friend. You got to be my confidant. You got to be a person I could come to. You know, like Prince said, would you come to me even I was the person that hurt you? You know, do I feel comfortable in doing that, or do I say no? You know, you hurt me. I'm just gonna keep it inside, and then I'm gonna, you know, let it fester. You know, if you don't have that type of relationship with that person, and they're not exhibiting that, and like I said, that's always I can tell if that's the relationship that I want to be in. If I can't come and tell you hurt me, and I don't feel like you're gonna really open up your ears and your mind and your heart to what I have to say, and say, okay, well, let me take an introspection to see, you know, did I play a part in that? That's something that you got to kind of think about as well. And maybe that you might find I said, no, I don't want anybody like that. You know, if I told them about I was sexually abused when I was younger and X, Y, and Z, and they looking at me and they talk about, you know, like I said about the comment, okay, that's nice. What you want to eat? Well, now hold on a second. Now, you know, we got a problem. Okay, Houston, we got a problem. Sorry, we got a problem with this here. Houston, we got a problem. Okay, because I'm pouring my heart out and you don't feel that you going on, or say, oh, that's nice. I could hear this scenario he's bringing to me. Oh, that's nice. You know, I was abused as a child. Oh, that's nice. Now you want, let's have sex. Okay, now did you just hear me say I got a sexual problem and you just feeding on to my addiction? You know, so keep that in mind. And then act as if your partner is here. Whether you have someone in your life or not, act as if they are with you, so you will always consider them. This is funny, it has come up with that, and I think I had given this to a client once and told them, but in order for you to have wholeness, or for you to be divine feminine, I'm talking to you because you're the lead and you're probably the one that's watching this. Again, in order for you to be in wholeness, you got to just go ahead and act like it. You know, at least I used to tell my kids in my classroom, and I remember to this day, and he's like 30 years old, and one of my students like, you know, I used to love it when you used to say, you got to fake it till you make it. You got to go on ahead, and it's not faking it, because, you know, your body knows that, but you got to go on here and feel like I am in whole. I am in union. I am in union. Okay? This union comes in, I told you, and watch that video, I tell you, are you in union and you don't know it? Union comes in different forms. You're in union, you're already in your 50s self, yourself and your divine masculine is already together, okay? The only thing missing key is we're working on is the physical, okay? Well, in order for us not to be physically together, is one little piece that I've got to work on. Sit there and think. Ask your higher self. Ask your guides, your angels, or whomever, and say, what is it exactly that's stopping me from being in union? What is it? What is it? What is it? When I look at my divine masculine, he's mirroring back to me. Something is quite not right, because we should be in physical. If you all have gotten all those pieces of the puzzle in place, then you should be in physical union. There's nothing to stop that, because that is what you're destined to do or to be. And if that's what you want, and you know that within your heart that's where it's supposed to be, then that's fine. Some of us are, not me, I'm not including that, but some of the divine feminines are at the point that they say, I just want union with self, and that's it. That's beautiful. That's fine. Again, but at the same time, like I said, you have to act as if you are in union already. So then the universe would look and say, oh, okay, you in union? Yes. No matter what's going on with him in this karmic situation, or with this karmic person, or whatever's going on, you have to keep on saying to yourself, I am in union. You're union with yourself first. Wholeness, the feminine and the masculine self. The feminine would be in the masculine self. Together, we're whole within. Working on that balance, that calibrating that balance within yourself, which will in turn show out on the outside and the outer and the physical, which will attract for your divine feminine or divine masculine to be with you. So you've got to make sure that you're acting as you are in union, so that, you know, again, the universe will go ahead and go and supply that they will turn into physical, okay? Physical union, okay? So act as though those things as if they are. Did I say it right? I think so. That's just how it's got to go, you know. You keep on that. Don't think about the separation. Don't think about it. You know, you just got to let it go. Do the prayer of serenity. those things that you can change, those things you cannot change, and to know the difference. And some things you can't say it spiritually. It's got to be worked out on his end, just like spiritually. I got to work on some things. We mirror not some subs, because if it was so, we would be in physical union at this point. But right now, we're in spiritual union. And I'm just going to, go on ahead and walk around and say that, again, act as if your partner is here, okay? Talk to them, do everything, vision with them, picture that they're there with you, and everything. And then so we can make the universe, make it manifest and make it so. All right there. Still going with my specials for the month of June. Is nearing $7 for a 15-minute reading. This kind of like Jubilee 11:11 said, clarity is power. When you kind of get an understanding of your life and where you are. It don't have to be about romance. If you want to know about or relationships, maybe you might want to know about your career, your path, your purpose, whatever that you want me to do, I will look into. Right now, so far, all of the readings has been about relationships and karmics as well, and all of them have came back and say very intuitive, very. Oh, let me get off here. Flash flood. Very intuitive. Spot on, very funny and delightful. So take advantage of that. $7 for 15 minutes. You can't beat that. And sometimes, depending on it, if the spirit keeps on, sometimes I've had given readings to this 30 minutes, and I was like, just go on here because spirit wanted you to get some clarity on that. So whatever I'm led to, I'll go and do that as well. And so please again go on. I'm gonna put down the link for the Eventbrite for To Lead is to Be Divine. That works, that webinar 5 weeks again from July 6th all the way to August 3rd. Again, very insightful things that you need to know and tools to help you live a whole life, like it says, as if act as if your partner is with you because you, or your partner is with you because your partner is you. Let me add that to that so we know we're on the same page. So there is no separating because you can't separate from yourself. So you just asking for the outward physical manifestation of your counterpart to make it that make an appearance as well. So please go on there. Remember, it's $44 for 5 weeks, and then it's $11 for each course if you want to just take the workshop separately. All right then, until next time, stay uplifted, stay motivated, stay ascending. Namaste, namago. Mwah. Love you.